Hi, everyone. My name is Jodi. I have been a travel agent since January of 2020, and I have a lot of people who reach out to me and say, I want to do what you're doing. I see you traveling. I see you booking for clients. I want to do what you're doing. You can. I want to go over a little bit about what it entails to join us as a travel agent. So join me for the next 10 to 20 minutes, and I'll go over that with you. So what we will be covering, how to make money booking travel, earn extra income, or start a flexible business. The perks of being a travel advisor, free trips and discounts. You can do a training for a cruise. And once you do that training for this cruise line, you can earn a free cruise inside cabin. You just have to pay taxes and fees. How to turn your passion for travel into income, and how you can work from anywhere on your schedule. So I'll go over a little bit about my backstory a little bit later, but I just want to go over all of this right now. So let's dive in and we can see how this opportunity can work for you. So what you can book as a travel advisor, oh gosh, the possibilities are endless. You'll help clients with hotels, car rentals, activities, cruises and all-inclusive vacations. They are what I love to do. Family vacations, destination weddings, and more. You can make it your own. You can pick your own niche. Like for me, I like cruises, all-inclusive resorts, island vacations, and Europe. That's what I like to book. So with the right tools and support, you will be your client's go-to for all things travel. So it could be weddings, destination weddings, honeymoons, anything like that, family vacations, adventure tours. I just booked somebody on a 33-day adventure tour the other day, and also cultural tours. There are so many different ways that you can book travel for clients. I want to point out something that our host agency has. And for those who don't know, what a host agency is similar to a realtor working under a broker and you use their credentials. Many remote travel agents work under a host travel agency. Our host travel agency offers this. It's called Evo Plus Instant Commissions. So if you come into book travel, usually what happens is you will book travel once a client travels, approximately 45 to 60 days after they travel, you will earn your commissions. Sometimes it can go up to 90 days, depending on the supplier. Sometimes cruises pay you ahead of time. But if you come in and you want to make money in your pocket today, this is what you can use. So this is a wholesale engine that we have through Evo, through our host agency, but it's Evo Plus Instant Commission. So you can look at, I'm going to show you Expedia. There's the Venetian Resort in Las Vegas. It's going for $419 a night. Total is $2,377.01. Resort fee is due at property. The Venetian through Evo Plus, you can get that one for $1,020.38. So there's a difference. Your client's going to see it for $2,377. You can get it for $1,020. So what you can do is you can add on a wholesale fee to sell it to your client where they still save money and you earn money. So just say you sell it to your client for $1,720.38. You've saved your client $656.63, and you made a profit that day of $700. That is just one way that you can earn income through our agency. So it's called instant commissions. That's what we call it. Okay. So we partner with the best. I am so proud to work with Archer Travel Group. They have been around since 1952, family-owned business. They started in a Greyhound bus station in 1952. But as your host agency, Archer gives you access to a variety of major vendors and exclusive travel deals, comprehensive training and ongoing support, and a trusted name in the industry to back your business. I've actually been invited on behalf of Archer to numerous conferences, conventions. In fact, the latest one I went to was ALG Vacations to their Ascend conference. So I just absolutely love Ron Archer is right here in the middle. This is his nephew, Reggie. This is a trainer, Jose. This is just a great group of people. Here's Peggy, who does a lot of cruises. So I absolutely love working with them. So you can earn with top travel suppliers. We work with hundreds of suppliers, including the big names, Disney, Sandals, Carnival, Expedia, Marriott, many more. So how it works is that Agents take home 80% of commissions paid out by the suppliers with every booking they make. So just say, for sake of argument and for me with my math, just say you book a $10,000 trip. The commissions that the vendor is going to pay Archer is $1,000. Archer would keep 10% themselves. Your mentor who brought you to this call would keep 10% themselves, and you would receive 80% of the commission. So you would receive $800. Some of the highest commission payouts in the industry. One of the big questions I have from people, are there quotas or commission caps? Well, I'm going to tell you there are no commission caps because I thoroughly enjoy getting my commissions. We get paid twice a month on commissions. And no, there are no quotas as well. So with Archer's licensing and support, you are set up for success. So how do we gain clients? That's a big question. I do not cold call. I don't spam. I don't spam family and friends, just proven systems and strategies. So as one of the top travel bookers for Archer, I actually will train for the company twice a month. I will train for my team as well. But so basically you will have other top travel bookers as well in front of you so you can duplicate how they are successful. You can implement what they teach you to grow your own clientele base. From there, we show you how to keep them as loyal clients because retention is everything. And if a client is happy with you, they're going to refer you to other people to you as well. So it gives you repetitive business and turning repetitive business into referrals. So there is social media, content creation across multiple platforms. You'll find what works for you. For some people, it's TikTok. For some people, it's Instagram. For me, most of my clientele comes from Facebook and LinkedIn. There's email marketing, using articles and emails provided by our suppliers. I try and send email marketing at least once a quarter out to anybody who's ever shown interest in my travel business as a client. There's attraction marketing, being a product of the product. I have traveled so much in the past almost 6 years because of this, and I am constantly posting about it, constantly showing people where I am, constantly showing them not only where I might be on vacation or working on an island or something like that, but also being at, last week I was at a vendor dinner with Jamaica, showing that I'm constantly learning as well. Networking, this is huge. Building relationships with businesses and local community. When I said that I get a lot of people off of Facebook, what happens a lot of times is somebody is looking for a travel agent, and people from my networking groups that I've booked travel for or they know me will actually tag me or tag my business. I've gotten many clients that way. And then there's also vendor booths. If you want to do an expo, from branding to collateral to setup, that's a great way to get your name out to a mass quantity of people at once. So the tools, support, perks, and rewards, what we give you a personalized travel agency website, direct access to big name travel suppliers, certification and comprehensive training, Evo Plus for instant commissions, travel perks such as fam trips, which are familiarization trips, which basically you can get invited to, and you are able to go visit resorts or visit cultural area or something of that nature. It is not a family trip, it's familiarization. And exclusive discounts. You can earn your IATAN industry card. So if you have sold and received $5,000 of commissions in your pocket in a 12-month rolling cycle, you can earn your own IATAN industry card. And we also give you the opportunity to obtain your CLIA membership. Okay, so if undertaken independently, what would it entail? A business entity, LLC or corp, city business license, liability insurance, legal fees to create contracts and business docs, IATAN certification, consortium membership, professional organization membership such as CLIA, seller of travel licenses, website, marketing tools, supplier relationships, learning on your own. And supplier relationships, it's also working with those suppliers to go and negotiate contract rates. So what the commission rates would be. So cash invested, that would be about $10,000 to $50,000 per year. Before I go on to the next thing, because a lot of people think I should not have to pay money for a job. And that is exactly what my husband said to me back in January of 2020. And then I realized how much I paid out of pocket for other things, such as work clothes, gas money. I had a gala once a year. I had to pay for the clothes. All of this added up. So I'm going to tell you a little backstory on me. In December 2019, I was working for a job that I loved, and a new boss came in and challenged my integrity. And I knew I needed to do something different. I was 49 years old, and I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. So I've always loved travel. We lived in London for 3 years when my kids were small, and I'm very detail oriented. So I'm like, I can do this. So I must have applied to about 5 to 7 brick and mortar companies, like travel agencies. So going into an office, and nobody would interview me. Everybody wanted 5 years travel experience. And I'm like, I have over 30 years work experience. This came up. I was on a webinar similar to this, but it wasn't recorded. This came up in January 2020. I listened to the webinar and I thought it was a scam, but I couldn't stop thinking about it. And I started researching, and Archer's an A+ on the Better Business Bureau. They've been around since 1952, so they must be doing something. I found an Archer agent in my town. I contacted her and asked, is this a scam? She goes, no, it's not. I book travel. I get paid to book travel. My husband was the one who said, you shouldn't have to pay for a job, which I'll go into it in the next slide. But when you think about it, I'm not paying for a job. I'm paying for a business opportunity. It's allowing me to work from home or work from anywhere I want. It's allowing me not to have to wait once a year to get a raise. I work hard for me now. I don't work hard for somebody else. I currently, right now, I am over 4 times my salary that I made before, but I work hard for it. I'm allowed to, the more you book, the more you might earn some free stays at hotels and resorts. So I have a lot of free trips that I've gone on. I just usually have to pay for my airfare. There's a lot of pluses about this. I never looked to run my own business, but the fact that I decided to take a chance, and the fact that what I can get not paying $10,000 to $50,000 per year for this. It's very similar to a realtor working under a broker and using their credentials, as I said. So I decided, why not? Let me take a chance. So let me go on to the next screen and then I'll tell a little bit more. So there are 3 ways to start your journey. This is a business opportunity. This is not a job, and it does cost money. It is a business write-off, though. There also is a 10-day money-back guarantee, but I'm going to be honest, I don't like that 10-day money-back guarantee. What I tell people is give yourself 3 months at least 3 months. I gave myself a year to see if this is right for me or not. Give yourself 3 months to know if this is right for you or not. But I also say, what is your why? For me, my why was to never work for a boss again. I don't want to ask off. I don't want to go work somewhere 9 to 5 or 8 to 5. I don't want to have somebody else tell me what to do. I want to work for myself. I never planned that. That was not in the cards for me. I just thought this looked interesting. So I started January 18th of 2020. My first booking was 11 days after I started. I was doing this part-time. In my first 6 weeks, I booked $45,000 of travel, not commissions, of travel. My boss did something else in February of 2020. My husband said, quit. I said, I'm not quitting a salary job for commission only. We have 2 kids in college, another going, you're out of your mind. He said, quit, work hard for you. And I did. I quit. And my last day of my full-time job was March 11th of 2020. And that is when the world shut down due to COVID. And here's the thing. I never said I couldn't do this. Was I upset for that month? Absolutely. But I said, what do I need to do to make this work? Because I knew my why is so great. You need to have your vision greater than your excuses. So there are 3 different ways that you can join. When I started, there was no Evo bundle and no Evo Basics. The Evo Basics, it's $49.99 enrollment fee. And then after the 30 days, you start paying your $49.99 a month. Evo Basics and Evo Essentials are exactly the same, except the cost. Evo Essentials is $89.99 enrollment, $89.99 monthly, $79.99 for Latin America. The only difference in the 2 is with Evo Essentials, you will earn 80% commissions. With Evo Basics, you will earn 50% commissions. So if you're a little unsure, you can always come in at Basics. You can move up to Essentials once you have your first booking. However, you cannot move from Essentials back down to Basics. Then for those people who love to travel, Evo Bundle, $299 enrollment. You will get everything that Evo Essentials has, $500 in cruise credits, $150 in hotel credits, $100 in flight credits, $250 in dining credits, convention ticket, $350 towards your convention ticket. Our convention next year is in Hawaii. Very excited. And everybody who signs up for the bundle for that month will be entered into next month's drawing for Hawaii trip. That's a $5,000 max value. And we have that drawn live on what's called our founders call, the founder of Evolution Travel. Okay. So 3 different ways to sign up. I don't know about you, but I hear agents that come in and then say, I don't have the money, or I don't want to spend the money, but then they'll go to Starbucks, or they'll go out to dinner once a month, or they'll do something. For me, I'm investing in myself. So if I can have to cut back on going out to dinner once a month, or cut back on anything, buying some clothes or this or that, I will, because I'm investing in myself. Okay. So Archer has a guarantee, a profit guarantee, 100%. Theirs is not 3 months, theirs is 12 months. If your 12-month earnings and travel savings don't equal your investment, and Evolution will match the difference. It's their partner pledge. There are things that you need to follow, some requirements that you'll need to meet along the way, but if you put in the effort and still haven't made the profit, they've got your back, and they will pay you back the difference. Okay. So there is another part to this. If you want, I cannot stress that enough. It is only if you want. You do not need to do this. It's called residual income. You can team build if you want. So what you would do is you could bring on business partners. If you bring on business partners, you can earn residual income by mentoring others in the travel business. I did not say just bring people on and let them go. I'm talking about mentoring. I love to mentor. I've been doing this for years. I host trainings, I mentor. I love seeing other people succeed. So it's a fun way, like you can grow your business and see other people succeed as well. So after all, when you know a thing, you teach a thing. So why not earn an additional stream of income doing so? So here's how it works. You help others kickstart their journey as travel professionals. You share in the residual profit pool, earn a monthly residual check as long as you have 3 business partners. It starts at 3 business partners, and it's a great way to eliminate your monthly fee. So all your travel commissions are 100% profit for you. So just say you, I will say a silver consultant is 9 business partners. You will make about $100 and some a month. Your monthly fee will come out of that. So you won't be paying with your credit card for that. So you basically have a free business doing that. Again, this is optional. You do not need to do it, but it's a great way to earn extra income. Okay, so you have multiple streams of income in one place. You have instant commissions using Evo Plus. You can earn 80% travel commissions on travel bookings. However, if you are with the Evo Basics, you will earn 50% travel commissions on travel bookings. Residual income from sharing in the company profit pool. Also, if you are an Essentials or a bundle, if you are a team builder and your agent, your business partner earns commissions, you will earn 10% of their commissions. If you are a Basics, you will earn 5% of those commissions. So that's just another way to earn some income as well. So we are bigger than money. We leave a legacy. So this is what really interests me. So I'm going to be honest, I'm 55 years old. I was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2018. I do think about what happens to me if something happens to me. I've built this big business over 6 years. Just this year alone, I booked $1 million of travel sales. So what happens if something happens to me? My husband is my beneficiary in this company. So he will still be getting my residuals. He will still be getting my commissions if something happens to me. So you must be 18 plus to continue working the business. So you need to have your beneficiary that. But all the income will continue to be paid to the beneficiary, which I have travel agents in other agencies, and I've not heard any of them have this. We also do a scholarship. If somebody is in high school or college, You can't have a lapse in your account within 6-month period, and you must achieve the rank of executive for team building, and you can go for a scholarship. Right there is Joanne Tingle's son, who won $3,000 from us. And this one is the most important to me because my grandmother died from a drunk driver at the age of, or I'm sorry, in 1968, so I never met her. Evolution Travel is a proud supporter of MAD, Mothers Against Drunk Drivers. So we have Ron Archer, who is Archer Travel, and then we have David McCovey, who's Evolution Travel. The two of them have partnered together to form Evolution Travel. David McCovey's dad and sister were killed by a drunk driver when he was younger. So we are proud supporters of MAD as well. So just to recap, you can choose your enrollment package. 30 days after signing up and every month after, it is $89.99 a month, unless you choose the basics, and then it would be $49.99 a month. You have a 10-day money back guarantee. You can cancel at any time, no cancellation fee. So just a little bit more about me. I have, when it was COVID time, I knew I needed to book. I knew I needed to make money. So I just marketed myself on social media. Facebook every single day. That's how I marketed myself. And I would say in 2021, 60% of my clientele did not know me, just from me marketing myself. I have a lot of return clients. I have a lot of referrals. I network. This is my career. However, if you want this as a part-time, you can do this part-time. You can do this for yourself, book your own trips. You make this business what you want. And I mean, personally, I'm going to be quite honest. I've had people say to me, come work with me, or why don't you go out on your own? Because Ron Archer and David McCovey are two very upstanding men who I think the world of. When I first started in the company, I was on a work call and Ron Archer gave his mobile number out. And my husband said, you can't call the owner of a company. Yes, you can. He opens his door for everyone. If you join my team, now, if somebody else invited you to this, please go back to them if you are interested. But if you join my team, we have our own website. We have our own trainings. We have Wind Down Wednesday, where we do happy hour every Wednesday night. We have boot camp trainings. There's a lot of different things. We have a chat. You come in yourself, but you are not alone. So I hope that you would like to join us. If so, feel free to reach out to the person who invited you to the call, or my email address is Jodi, Jodi, at jzwtravel.com. Jodi, Jodi, at jzwtravel.com. Thanks so much for joining me. Bye.